Everybody's focused on the one-time fee that you can earn by building websites for other people, but there's actually a hosting fee that can renew there's actually a hosting commission that renews every single month that can pay you while you're homeschooling your kids. And your client doesn't think twice about paying it because they see their website just working. Hi, I'm Megan, and today I want to walk you through my most recent strategy for building up my residual income by creating websites for other small business owners. I'm going to back up for a second because I feel like a lot of homeschool moms who are trying to earn from home hit the same wall. We look around at what businesses are out there, and everything feels like it's just post this affiliate link, build a following on Instagram, sell this digital product. And none of that is bad. I do it every day. But I know that a lot of it feels hollow to a lot of people. You're pushing out links and hoping that somebody clicks, but there's no real service behind it. There's no skills that you're building. There's nothing that you can point to and say, I made that for someone. If you've ever felt that way about home business, like you wanted something you could really be proud of while still earning reoccurring commissions, then stay with me. Because what I'm about to walk you through is something that you can start this week. I'm going to walk you through how to find clients, how to build their websites, and how to put together a portfolio without charging a dime up front, but still getting paid every single month. And that part is really important, so don't skip it. So here's what I actually do. So here's what I've actually been doing. I use the Home Business Academy funnel builder to create websites for small business owners. Very simple websites, nothing really fancy, nothing really crazy, because I'm still learning. And then every month that person stays subscribed to their web hosting, I earn commission. So one project, one website turns into monthly income. And it stacks. 5 websites, 5 commissions, 10 websites, 10 commissions, while you're just going about your normal homeschool day. The income doesn't stop when you stop working, and that matters a lot. So why specifically do I choose the HBA funnel builder to do this strategy? And it's partially because I'm not a web developer. I don't write code. I don't want to learn how to write code. And the HBA builder is a drag and drop builder. You move things around on the screen, type in words, swap colors, and you've got a professional looking website. But it also has far more customization ability than many other web hosts out there for the price. They have amazing, simple tutorials on how to use the builder so that you can learn quickly and build your skills to be able to start charging more for your websites faster. And the customer support is amazing because if you have a question, you can get on live on Zoom 5 days a week to ask your questions and be able to get answers right away. The other reason I like it so much is because I understand their commission structure. The other reason I like it so much is because of the residual commissions that they pay. I'm not familiar with if there are other affiliate commissions on other web hosting platforms, but I know that the Home Business Academy pays you 80% of the client's hosting subscription cost every month, and that never changes. For the entire lifetime of that client, you're earning 80% of their hosting cost. Okay, moving on. Number 2, where do you actually find clients to build websites for? And it's actually easier than you might think. You're not just cold pitching strangers on the internet, you're actually making friends. So I go on Facebook and I go in groups. Actually, I'm in a lot of homeschool mom groups, and a lot of homeschool moms are also entrepreneurs, building businesses. For example, there's a lady that I just met today on Facebook who has a small business where she makes pottery and she sells it online. And so I've been chatting with her about her product and how beautiful it is and how much I love it. And I've been looking at her inventory and things, and we've started to become friends. My plan is I'm going to reach out to her and say, hey, I want to build you a free website because I'm trying to build my skills building websites, and you could use a website to sell your product on. I don't know if she'll say yes. Maybe she doesn't want to pay for web hosting right now. Maybe she's happy using Etsy. But I'm going to offer. And because I'm building my portfolio, I'm going to offer it for free. But you can do this on Facebook with local businesses, online businesses. It doesn't matter. Find people that you connect with who are in your circles already. You'd be surprised how many people are trying to start their own business, sell their own product, but just don't know how to build a website. And you can help them with that. Just start real conversations, comment on their posts, be interested in their business, be curious, and what happens naturally is you start talking to someone who sells something or offers a service or teaches a class, and eventually you start talking about, well, do you have a website? Do you have a place where people can go to see your product or your service? And then you just offer, you say, hey, I do this for a living. I build websites. Can I build a website for you? And every one of those conversations is a potential monthly commission. And that commission could still be paying you a year from now. Okay, so somebody said yes, they want a website. Now what? Here's what I would do. You get on a call or you send them a message and ask very specific questions. You talk about their vision for the website. You talk about their business and how they got started with it. You talk about what kind of pages do they want to have, what information do they want to cover on the website, homepage, about page, contact page, all that is standard. Talk to them about what vibes, what colors they like, what they want the website to feel like. Do they want it clean and minimal? Do they want it warm and cozy? Do they want it bold and energetic? And then you ask them what specific things they want the website to talk about. What words do they actually use to describe what they do? And here's a trick that has saved me from hours and hours and hours of beating myself up over somebody else's website copy. You take their exact words, meaning you either record the call that you're on or you copy their answers from your email thread or whatever way you're communicating with them. You take that exact way that they talk about their own business because it's their own words. And you feed that into AI and ask it to turn their words into polished website copy. Now, you're not just making things up. You're using their voice, their story, their language, just cleaned up and polished and made beautiful for their website. And it comes out sounding like them and not sounding like a robot. And you don't have to spend hours and hours and hours writing copy. And maybe you're not that good at copy. Maybe you like website design and you don't like writing copy. But you can use the AI to create beautiful copy in their voice that sounds just like them. Next, you're going to start actually building. And this is where a lot of people get stuck because they want the client to approve every little detail before they start to touch anything. Don't do that. Don't wait for the client to know what they want before you start building, because your client is not going to know what they want until they can see something in front of them. So you build it based on all of this conceptual information that they've given you. Then they'll say, can you make this blue instead of green? Can we move this section up? Can we make it use this language instead of that language? Can we add a page here? I don't like this copy at all. Scratch it and start over. And that is so much easier than trying to plan every pixel in advance. Build it, show it, and then adjust. And don't be offended when the client doesn't like what you show them, because they didn't know what they wanted in the first place. The faster you build something, the faster you get to your next commission. And now here's the part that I promised you that I would come back to. How do you build your portfolio when you're just starting out? You're still learning how to use the tools and nobody knows who you are yet. The solution: you offer your first few websites for free. I know that sounds kind of backwards, but think about it. You're not actually working for free. Every single one of those clients is subscribed to your hosting and you're earning the monthly commission even though you built their website for free. So you are getting paid every month while building a portfolio and getting the experience of building beautiful websites. And then in the future, once you have a portfolio of real website work that you've done, you will find clients who will pay you a project fee up front on top of the monthly commission they're going to pay for hosting. My first website that I've done was actually a local nonprofit. A friend of mine reached out on a group chat that we had and said, does anybody know how to build websites? We need a website for this nonprofit we're creating. And I said, hey, I'd do that. And I wasn't even thinking about this strategy at all. I was just saying, I know how to build websites. Let me help you out. And then what happened from that is I realized, oh, if I'm using this builder for her, then I'm earning the commission. Maybe I can turn this into a real strategy. And the most beautiful part about this whole thing is that it fits around your homeschool schedule because you're not on calls all day. You're not managing a team. You build websites in the pockets of time that you have available. A couple hours a day in the time spaces that you already have, when the kids are in bed or during nap time, or a quiet hour that you happen to have in the morning. And then that money keeps showing up, whether or not you build a website that week. So if you're thinking, hey, this actually sounds doable, that's because it is. And there's no reason to wait on it, because this funnel builder is so easy to learn. I'm going to leave you a link in the description to the Home Business Academy funnel builder so that you can take a look around and decide if this is a strategy that might work for you. I hope this video inspired you to try something new and get creative in your business, and I will see you in the next video.